So what we're going to do is show how to move the body to where the suction side is now turned to be the discharge. And this is useful when you are using a suction vent within the body of your pump. That way, if you have a spare pump that happens to be a right-hand suction, you can make it left or right hand just by rotating the body. Okay, so the first step is to remove the body from the gear case. We've already taken the cover off, which this pump has kind of been beat up pretty good, but you'll need to remove the body retaining screws, like so. You'll need an Allen wrench to do so. And set those aside, and then remove the body. Now I'll show you what we are going to be doing. You'll notice there's a dowel pin on the back side of the body and a dowel pin here. These are two different sizes, and within the pump there is a bushing in the gear case that fits one dowel, which is smaller than the other. So if you see, if I put this body back on the incorrect way, you'll notice that this dowel will not go onto the gear case. So it's made to go a specific way, which is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to move this bushing to the other side. Okay, so step 2 is to remove the bushings from the gear case. If you'll look, there's a bushing here that's in the gear case that is pressed into the gear case. How we're going to remove this is to get some hydraulic oil or a non-compressible fluid and to fill this bushing with oil. Now, it gets a little messy, so have a rag around. And what I'm going to do is take a dowel, like so, that's made for this pump. And considering each bushing is a different size, I'm going to have 2 separate dowels. But for this, I'm just going to show you this one. And then you'll fit that dowel into the bushing, take a hammer, and just hydraulically lift the dowel. Now you may have to do this a couple of times, so just take it back out, fill it back up with a little more oil, stick the dowel back in, and watch that bushing come right out. And now I should be able to just grab it with my pliers and pull it right out. Okay, now the last step is reinserting the bushings back into the opposite spot on the gear case. This is when we put the body back on, we can rotate it and have the ports on the other sides. So what we're going to do is switch them around. So my small bushing was at the top before and large at the bottom. I'm going to switch these around. So I'm just going to drop them in there. They are an interference fit. And what I'll do is take a little piece off of my arbor press and just put it on the top there. Just hammer it down until flush with the body for the gear case, and I'll do this on both sides. Again, until it's flush with the body. And then I'll get the body of my pump, and where it was like this before, I will now rotate it and drop it down, and then reinsert my body retaining screws. And so now you'll see that our ports have switched sides to where if you had the left-hand suction vent before, now it would be the right-hand suction vent. And again, all that is achieved by switching the bushings around, which is a pretty simple process. So this is how this is done, and if you have any questions, you can get in touch with Thomas Hagler at Hagler & Associates, and the phone number is 423-265 2281, and the website is www.haglerllc.com. That's HAGLERLLC.com.